Hey guys, yeah, so, you've probably wondered, dude, where have you been? Okay, so, yeah, so the first question is, about, probably all of you have a lot of questions of where I've been, what's been going on, what's been happening with AniMay, where have any projects, for the future, like I said, and this is what this video is for. This is going to be an update video, and you probably also have a question of how this is being presented, which I will get to. So, first things first, I'll start with the big ones, and then I'll get right into the projects that I do have planned for the future and what I plan on doing. So, first off, you're possibly wondering, what happened to AniMay and AniJune, and why did it ended so abruptly? This kind of goes back to where I've been, and simple answer is life. Yeah, so I have a part-time job. I'm dealing with my personal life, and I basically have had less time to edit my videos, and that's starting to be a major problem. And yeah, that basically answers what has been happening with AniMay and AniJune. You see, I do want to point out that I already had all the scripts done. All the scripts were completely finished. And, I was ready to record them and ready to edit the videos before the month came over. But this was the problem. I was dealing with scheduling issues between my job. I basically have been outside. I've been outside, so been dealing with my personal life. I've been trying to find, every time I tried to find some time to edit the videos, it's either something's going on, a schedule change, or, just out of the fact that I was not even home. But like I said, I won't go into too deep on the whole thing. I just have to say, I just didn't find any time. That's just basically the major thing. And this is something that, I was thinking I shouldn't rush these, I at least had to find the time to at least do these videos. And during those times when I was making the Fully Cooley one, the Squid Girl one, and even the recent Little Witch Academia one, that was all basically luck that I managed to finish those, in a sense of just trying to edit them the best way possible, because in all honesty, when I edit these videos, I want to give the best effort I can, the best effort I can to make these. I don't want to just rush these out. I want to give my full on effort on these videos. And, that's very important to me. That is very, very important to me, that I want to put effort on these videos. I mean, sure, I basically do YouTube, when I have an idea. But like I said, I still want to put a lot of effort into these videos. I don't just want to, half-ass it or anything like that. And now that's starting to be a problem, because with all the things that I've been, balancing both my personal life and, my part-time job, it's starting to get really, really hard to do that. And yeah, I now have been having a hard time trying to balance all that. So I was discussing this with one of my friends, and I have come to the conclusion that it seems like I'm going to need to hire some editors. And this is where it's gonna start. So I am currently right now looking for editors, and these editors are particularly for regular, for AniMay obviously, and for kind of regular videos and even big projects that I will be doing in the future. So you're probably wondering how I'll be discussing this. I will say right now is that is this a paid job? Yes, it is a paid job. This basically, you will be paid $10 for every hour that you work on the video. If involving discussing your pay for something like, like a very, very expensive effect, or a kind of big effect that possibly leads into the bigger projects. We will be discussing that, and if you would like to contact me in wanting the job, you will have to go towards my email or my Discord in the link in the description below. That is where you will find and discuss with me about how this is all going to go down. Leading up to the projects that I have later on, this is actually involving another point of view. You see, I am going to be doing this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, because I have seen people do it online before, and like I said, I'm particularly doing this because I really do like this series. And if you're wondering, this is involving the series Kid Paddle. Now, some of you may have never heard of this series before, but if any of you ever watched that particular Nitro Rad video where he discussed Canadian cartoons, he did discuss that he kind of really liked the show Kid Paddle. And I managed to actually catch a glimpse of a few episodes of the show, and I ended up really liking it too. And this is where we get to the point where I've noticed that a lot of people, when it comes to distribution to this stuff, it's kind of very hard. It's been a while since this series, had an English dub, and I don't think I have seen anybody nor anyone at all try to do a fan translation of this. And it seems like this series does actually have a small but also very nice little fan base, and possibly there might be people who would, like to see this series, be translated. So I decided to put on the Kid Paddle project. Basically, this project this is basically a fan project. So yeah, obviously I will be discussing with people through email and Discord about this project as well. So that's also in the link in the description below. And so for the email, if you plan on emailing me about this, please make sure that in the subjects it is put down as Kid Paddle Project. What the requirements for helping out with this project, you see, I will have, at least for the time being, I will basically be subtitling episodes from the show into English, translating them into English. But there is one problem. I do not know French. If you guys would like to join in on the Kid Paddle project, but there are some things that you would need. You would have to speak and write French and English fluently. I'll be sending out the episodes as well as the dialogue script for the episodes, and to be translated, and I will basically do the rest. And how I'll be releasing these videos, I will be releasing them on archives.org, because that's where kind of most translations go for a lot of kind of foreign shows. Sometimes they're put on websites, third-party websites, but it seems like Archive seems to make sure to keep these, for people who would like to watch them without any problems. So yeah, I will be releasing these on archive.org, the translated episodes. At least for now, we will only be doing the first 10 episodes and see how it goes, to see how we manage to fully work on this. At least 10 episodes. So that's just one thing to put out. Now another question that possibly, maybe if you were wondering, I now have 3 channels. So there's my regular channel, and there is my gaming channel, and I've also made a separate channel for the AniMay and AniJune. Now, the reason why I did that is because I just discovered something, and it's pretty ridiculous. I just recently discovered about the YouTube algorithm, and the YouTube algorithm really, really sucks. So from what I understand and from what I looked up, as well as seeing a particular video from one of my favorite YouTubers who has discussed about this, it seems like YouTube cannot and will not recommend or even try to, feature any channel or video, like any video on their channel, unless it's focused on one media at a time. And if you're a little confused by that, basically, if you want to talk about, for example, drawing or art, that has to be the entirety of your YouTube channel. You cannot discuss anything else. If you want to get those views, or if you want people to see your videos, or at least be on recommendation, you can only focus on one subject at a time. So if your entire channel focuses on gaming, then it basically, they would make sure that it's featured on most gaming video for recommendations for gaming, or any kind of video that discusses gaming. But if your channel has like multiple things, like movie reviews or, funny videos, sorry about that. That was my phone. So any channel that discuss, both movies, art, or TV shows or music, all at once, YouTube will not put them in the feature or recommendation unless maybe one video at a time, but most of the time they won't be featured or shown. So they will be viewable in your channel, but they won't be in any recommendations, because the YouTube algorithm only feels the need to only focus on one media subject, like one subject at a time. And I feel that's really unfair and ridiculous. So I had to separate my content basically through both gaming, anime, and movie and TV show reviews. So basically one channel will be dedicated to mostly a lot of basically TV shows and movies. Another one will be focused about gaming, and another channel will focus on anime. So yeah, that's just something that you guys need to know. That's the reason I have 3 separate channels now. But also I will be putting up I will be actually doing some TikTok videos as well for a bunch of random stuff. I'll even actually have a channel soon for a bunch of random stuff, but that's going to be down the line. So yeah, that's just what we have to deal with now, and it really, really does suck. So now going on to the topic of stuff that's coming up. So yeah, I have a bunch of projects and ideas that I will be doing later on that will be coming up, as well as will be involved for, a lot of things. Like I said, they will particularly be on the channels that, where it discusses that. So for example, I have a podcast that I will be discussing. I will be discussing the first season with Roy Teal, as we already discussed the Dragon Quest Your Story movie. There will be a podcast where we'll be talking about the first season of the Cuphead TV show. So yeah, look forward to that. I look forward to that, guys. There also will be a few projects where I'll be doing some reviews, but these reviews will definitely be different from a lot of the videos that I've done previously. So you probably wondered that the videos that I've been done previously kind of have a, very simple, review style. It's kind of very nostalgia critic, type of reviews, and sometimes even a little bit on the discussing side with, just having simple basic reviews, kind of like simple other movie reviewers where they just discuss the movie and just talk about what's happening on screen. And I mean, that's the basic way you can review stuff like movies and episodes of a show. But I feel like I don't know. I want to find something that I can do. That's something that represents of what I would like to, of how I discuss things, of how I talk about movies and TV shows. And that's where the upcoming projects or reviews that are coming up will be something of my own style of reviewing. I will be making a brand new style of how I'll be reviewing things, and we'll just see how it goes. And yeah, that's basically what I'll be doing. So yeah, this update basically just discussed of what I'll be doing, what's happening. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to what I'll be working on by this summer and coming up in this fall as well as winter. So yeah, just keep watch, because I'm sorry that I've been gone for quite a while, but now you understand what's been happening. So yeah. All right, so Roger D. Star signing out, and talk to you guys next time. Take care.